Like, we like one at a time. I ain't gonna be back and forth. You know, you got to have two little. Huh? You got to have two. Yeah. If you want, we can hold off the evening. Right. I got you. I got you. And that weather started. It's too. Can we cut the fan down a little bit? Stop the shot. Sure. It's like, sir. Can you cut the fan down a tad bit for me? The water. All right, so this is most high in Christ. The water, sir. God. All right, let's clap it up, man. Most high in Christ. You know what I mean? Thursday night scripture breakdown class. I'm priest and officer of 500 Uraga Bor, holding it down to the Ottawa Karak coming here and create another banger in this class, you know what I mean? But tonight, man, it's scripture breakdown, but I'm gonna get into a few scriptures for the sisters. And we're gonna talk about how every woman is not a wife. You know what I mean? I think that's very important to know because a lot of the times, you have sisters who think that just because that they're married, that they are white, and that's not necessarily the case. The topic I got from this topic came from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. Baba Kashah, can you pull 18, verse 22, Proverbs? And then we'll give a insight on where I got the topic from, and we can get into some of these breakdowns. God, it's a Salakia. Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabbat to all the brothers, and Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabbat to all the sisters. All right.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, and verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord, man. The Bible informs us, right, that women, just being a woman, don't make you a wife. All right, you got to have something special. There's something special that comes with that. Every woman is not wifey material. Just say it like that. You got, and here in the UPK, we say, well, when you sleep with a woman, that make her your red. Right, but is she a wife? It's a difference, you know what I mean? Because you can lie, all these Jezebels out here lying with every nigga they can. But technically, they not a wife material. They not wives, you know what I mean? All right, so with that, we're going to get into it, man. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus out the Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 1. Wow. Yes. So, can you hand this to the sisters? So we in the out the Apocrypha right now, and you guys can share that there. I'll turn to the
right here. Ready?
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife.
Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. All right. Alexa, what does virtuous mean?
The adjective virtuous is usually defined as conforming to moral and ethical principles, morally excellent, upright.
Alexa, stop. So it says you have moral principles. She's an upright woman. That's a virtuous wife. That's a virtuous woman, right? All right. A lot of women nowadays don't have those principles, even if they married. Some women who married and just don't have them. It's just not there. So when a man looking for a virtuous woman, he wants a woman with those principles who follow the Lord. Being virtuous really is just following the Lord, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. And doing what he say do. That's what makes a woman virtuous. Let's continue. We're gonna go through 3. We can continue.
For the number of his days shall be doubled.
The number of his days shall be doubled. That means if this brother was gonna live to be 60, He finna live to be 120 because she gonna make his life glorious. He's gonna be able. He's gonna have a carefree life. Not only will it be carefree, but it's gonna be impact and compact with so much love and commitment and dedication that this brother is going to have longevity in his life, man. A virtual woman has integrity, man. She has discipline. She makes her husband life better. So that's what the Bible says his days will be longer because this woman will make his life that much better. All right. Ready? Let's go. Ready?
Verse 2.
Mhm.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband,
Okay.
and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
Okay. So a virtuous woman rejoices her husband. Alexa, what does rejoices mean?
The verb rejoice is usually defined as to be glad, take delight, often followed by in. For more, ask me to give you more
Alexa,
definition.
stop. So she's glad that that's her husband. She takes that duty serious, right? That's a virtuous woman. That's important, right? All right. Is there any more on that?
Mhm.
Let's go.
Verse 3.
Mhm.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Ooh wee. So a good wife is a good portion, and it should be given to him who fears the Lord. Him who fears the Lord, the man. So you have a man who fears the Lord and he's following the Lord, a good wife is going to be given to him. And it's going to be a good portion, meaning she's going to be a good wife. She's going to be a virtuous woman. Why? Because as him being a man that follow the Lord, it's just it just happens like that. A woman who she can't a woman who wants to be with a priest, especially in IUCPK, if she's not right, she won't last. She would not last. Like I got a whole story I can express, but that's that's later. That's another topic. She won't last. You know what I mean? She gonna shake herself, right? And that's why it's so important for women to also understand that they role are just as important as man roles. You know what I mean? Just like a man has to hold down that house. If you have, I love to say this: if a person keep breaking the house at 2 in the morning, who's gonna be the first one to jump up? Well, who's supposed to be the first one to jump up? Now you got some of these men out here who got sugar and they swap and walk, and they're probably gonna tell their rib to go check it out. I know me and my brothers, we jumping up, man. We stay here, don't move. You know what I mean? We got this. That's a real man, all right. So that just like we have roles like that, the same roles for a woman. A woman is supposed to care for her man, care for the kids. Man, make sure when you come home, dinner's ready, house is nice, life is good. You know what I mean? If he wants a drink sometime, man, have a drink for him and with some ice in it when he walk in the door and take his shoes off, put his feet up, cut on black watch. That's heaven right there. You know what I mean? That's glorious. But with that, we go get into now we know what a virtuous woman is, we know what a good wife is. So now let's get into the opposite of that. Because the Bible tells us everything we need to know. All right, let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 22. It's an apocrypha.
I got it. 22.
26 and 22 to 25.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26 and verse 22. And harlot shall be counted as spittle.
Ooh, a harlot shall be counted as spittle. What is a harlot? Go ahead, sis.
Somebody who spreads themselves around in the streets.
Oh, there you go. That's what I feel. Good job. That's what I feel. Most high in Christ. A harlot is a hoe. This Ludacris came out with the song. That's the anthem. You know what I mean? That's what them harlots is. All right. And then what it say? What it says? God. Go ahead, sir.
I don't see the live.
Yeah, we live. You're in Oakland Israelites. Okay. Okay.
You on the channel?
Yeah, man. So just to continue real quick. So Ludacris said, "Use a hoe," and and it's factual. So when you hear that, the Bible said it first, though. The Bible is it's a cold book, man. It tells you who to stay away from, and it describes them. And this is slang. Instead of coming out just saying it, they use that word for harlot. You know what I mean? And it just tells you that that woman is a woman who is not virtuous. She's a woman who don't follow the Lord. You know what I mean? She's not a wife material. You know what I mean? And then just think about the divorce rate, how high it is. But why is it like that? Because you have women who think it's okay to sleep around on their husband. If he do something that she's not aligned with, she's dogging him out, leaving him. You know what I mean? But here we have structure, and that's why it's important to be a man and a woman of the Lord. Because you use what you learn out this book to add it to your life, and it brings you life. All right. You want to continue?
Middle of verse 22. But a woman is a tower against death to her husband.
A woman is a tower against death to her husband, meaning what? This woman will defend this man. If you think about a tower, what are towers used for? They use to see over the land. They want to watch the land. That's your protection. Go ahead.
Right. The tower is protection.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That woman will protect her man, nourish her man. That's her warrior, man. That's who's gonna protect her. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna feed her healthy food. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna make sure he got everything he needs. You know what I'm saying? To have the strength to protect them. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
how you protect your person.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, and that's factual right there, man. And, example of I wouldn't say a righteous a woman, a wife, because she's not. But just like how India did for Lil Durk. I mean, them dudes tried to come up in Lil Durk house. Lil Durk wasn't the one squeezing that pistol. I pray you understand. India came, she came out the back, flow flocking. She wasn't playing. She was gonna protect her dude. You know what I mean? Now, how many women gonna do that? I mean, you know, he's different. Though. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, they don't want our women to be.
No, we don't. But I'm just saying though, if you have to, hey, if you have to, man,
That's on us though, for shit.
it's supposed to be.
Hey, ain't no crazy for a man though, you feel me? But you know.
We got some women in the Bible that wasn't no punks though.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I mean, if your man is wounded, don't fall victim and become a harlot. Stand up for what you believe in, and sometimes that might mean you might have to get out. All right. I mean, they had in native sisters, the Indian sisters. They had Indian women who used to try to get out. You know, at a certain point, no man around. I'm still got to protect these kids. I still got to protect this house. All right. All right. Any more on that?
Verse 23.
Okay.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. What does that mean? Oh, yes, sis.
He's not getting all of her. Like meaning her body, her mind, and her soul.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like with our relationships, you guys are our lords, and we're supposed to abide. But it goes deeper than that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So as far as this verse, I feel like she's not giving her all to him because she's spreading herself around.
That's true. That's on you on it, but it also is saying that if you're not a righteous man, you're gonna get a wicked woman. She's gonna be given to you. That's gonna be your portion of what you get. Right? You're not gonna get the virtuous and righteous woman. You're gonna get a woman who obey your husband and do what he asks her to do. You're gonna get a harlot. You're gonna get one of the women who she might come set you up at night. You know, y'all might be out drinking and she might decide to call her cousin JoJo to come rob you. Because you made her mad or something, or call the police on you because y'all have an argument. Right. Say you hit her and now the police coming to take your man away in cuffs and possibly kill him. You know the cops don't like them. You know how they do us. I mean, you know that's not what you want. So if you're a wicked man, that's why these brothers out in the world, they be, man, can't find me no good red, man. I can't find no good woman. Look, brother, all you got to do is put on all black.
Right.
You come into the ISUPK. First, you got to learn how to shut your down. So, like, shut your mouth. I don't want to get bad. Sorry, TikTok. Shut your mouth. Learn how to take guidance from man above you. That's one of the hardest things to do. You know, as a young man, that was harder than anything. Even to what was asked of a brother growing up in the truth. The hardest thing was that stage of a young man because I literally thought I knew everything, and come to find out I didn't know nothing. But let's get back on it. Where we at 24?
No, in the middle.
Okay, yeah, okay, let's get in.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Oh, so a godly woman, see there? A godly woman is gonna be given to the man that fears the Lord. He gonna get a righteous woman. he gonna get a virtuous woman. He gonna get a woman who obeys and follows. All right, let's continue.
Verse 24. A dishonest woman contemneth shame.
Contempt shame. Do anyone know what that means? Go ahead.
I would say from shame, or they just oh, there's some shame.
So basically, that's a woman she's content with being with being shameful. You know, she don't. Yeah, she accepts it. She embraced being shameful. Like you hear some of these women, I'm ratchet. You're shameful. You have no class. You're shameful. You're content with that. You're content with walking around showing your ass and it's like showing your body parts, wearing boy shorts, walking to the grocery store, walking with bonnets on your head. That's shameful. Like you're supposed to be looking ratchet out here. And ooh, we don't get me talking about man. Look, it's shameful. Like the Passover is the perfect spot to see how righteous women work, how they walk around, how they dress. You're gonna see it, Lord willing, everybody can see it coming up in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's gonna be glorious. You got any more on that?
Middle of verse 24. But an honest woman will reverence her husband.
Reverence her husband. Alexa, what does reverence mean?
As a noun, reverence is usually defined as a feeling or attitude of deep respect tinged with awe.
All right, stop. That was
As
it
a
right
verb,
there. Stop,
reverence
Alexa.
is usually
Alexa, shut up. All right. So she's gonna be she's gonna hold him and look at him with high respect. You know what I mean? She's gonna look at this man and know that anything she do that could possibly harm him, she won't do. And she's gonna respect him, and also with doing that, she respects herself. You know what I mean? And that's the heavy part. All right. What?
25.
Yes.
Verse 25. Verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. What does this mean? What does this mean? Um, any other sisters want to take a shot at it? Yes, sis.
So I think so.
Yes.
A woman that doesn't feel like she has any wrongdoing, or somebody who feels like it's okay how she's carrying herself.
Right.
I think it applies to her being a dog.
You close. You got it, but I think you know it, but you don't want to say it. All right. Let's go. Let brother get it.
The woman that ain't got no shame being out there being a woman.
Right.
She just put it out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She'll sleep with anybody. You know what I'm saying? She don't hide it. You know what I'm saying? She just straight shameless about being a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? Being a damn hog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
That dog.
Exactly. Okay. Now look, I can't say it, but I want someone else to just tell me what a dog is in his terms. What is he calling her? And what is a female dog?
Well, I can say one.
You can feel free. What is she? Exactly. Tupac said it first. You wonder why they call you that. Matter of fact, the Bible said it first. Tupac just heard about it through the Bible. You know, she's a dog. A female dog is that. So when they tell you that the Bible ain't never said no, this, you know what this means? That's what the Bible said. He calling her a female dog. What do you call a female dog? Yeah, that's the Bible said that. These ain't my words. You know what I mean? And that's just like a reality check. You know, this is slang. Everything in the Bible is slang. We say it more openly now, but if you translate that and call a woman a female dog, she's gonna know what you're calling her. Like, who do you think you're calling her? You know what I mean? She gonna say it. So yeah, that's just that what that is. He calling her a B word. Correct. Good job. Clap it up for the sister, man. Yeah. Good job. That's how in Christ. Is that you got some more 25?
Yeah, the end of 25.
Okay. Good.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
But she who shamefaced it will fear the Lord. Meaning her who's humble, who she don't want to be seen, she's not in it like that for that attention. She don't want that attention. She respect her husband. She gonna fear the Lord, and that's gonna make her what? And what kind of woman would that make her?
Why?
Okay. And what's a wife? There you go. Good job. Most high praise. Good job. Good job. All right. So with that, we're gonna drop that, and we're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Let me see. I think I see if I can plug this in. Is this a charger here? I think this is a charger. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. No, we're going to the Bible now, the regular Bible, and we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10.
In the Old Testament, the book right after Psalm.
Yep. Yeah, man, this Bible will tell you everything, because a lot of times you'll hear women complaining and saying like, "Oh, why, she married, she got a man, she married. Why I ain't married?" So like, well, just because you married don't mean nothing. I don't. Yeah, just because you married don't make you a wife, man. It don't make you virtuous at all. You ready, sir? Okay. Come, sir. The water, sir. All right. Let's just get it. It's ready.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
All Akim and Abwakim got it?
Sir.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
This is one of my favorite scriptures. I love this. Who can find a woman for her price is above rubies, right? Alexa, what's the value of a ruby?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, that depends on the color, inclusions, and size of the ruby. A 1-carat, clean, top colored ruby would probably sell for $10,000, $18,000. Did that answer your question?
Yes, Alexa. Pretty much, it ain't no price on a woman. Ain't no. It's
Sorry, I don't know.
Alexa, shut up. There's no price for a virtuous woman, man. A virtuous woman has value. That's what it is. She has value. All right. Now, any other woman out here, they have no value. They'll throw a hissy fit if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day with them. They'll throw a fit on you. They'll be ready to leave you. They'll go sleep with your friend because you don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? A virtuous woman will understand that being virtuous is following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, meaning she's going to not celebrate Valentine's Day. She's not going to celebrate her birthday. She's not going to celebrate Christmas and Easter and all these other fake customs that they have. For what? The Bible, a virtuous woman would do as the Bible say do. All right, you any more on that, Quran? Yeah, we're gonna go through 12.
Verse 11. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
So he trusts in this woman and he shall have no need of spoil, right? What is that saying? Anybody want to take a shot at it? Right.
He won't do anything.
You on it, but it means more so that he trusts in her and he don't have to go out here and do no wickedness to make money to endanger his life. He don't have to go out here and sell dope. No, we're gonna make it together. Oh, babe, I'm gonna pick up some extra hours. Right?
If I may, that virtuous woman bring back that bag.
Exactly.
So he ain't got to go around and steal.
Yeah, right.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, right. Hey, that's the perfect way to say it. That virtuous woman, she's bringing back the bag. He don't have to go steal, rob, or kill because she's gonna bring it back to him. And the woman, she's gonna take care of this man. Every dime she gets, she's gonna give to this man, because she know he's gonna do right with it. She can trust that.
And if I may,
Go ahead.
That word virtuous means skillful.
Exactly.
She got some skills and what she do. She's good at a whole lot of things. And this scripture right here is talking about her being skillful and bringing home money.
That's right.
So he ain't got to go rob and steal.
Exactly.
She might got a good job, or she might sew garments. She might make things. She probably got her own little business. That virtuous woman, the husband is gonna trust in her to bring back the bag. So him probably being a convicted felon, not being able to get the same opportunities as everybody else, he trusting that virtuous wife to where he don't gotta go back to where he know.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah, right. Now that's heavy. That's perfectly said. That's awesome. You know what I mean? So we know that's what it means. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna have to go out to he's not gonna have to stress himself. He won't be stressed because she's gonna make sure of that. You know what I mean? We got any more on that?
You want to tell 12?
Yes, sir.
Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Ooh, so that's this verse that 11 just saying she gonna be faithful to this man. She gonna hold him down. You know what I mean? He won't have to worry about nothing. He will be content with knowing that when he leaves the house, he come back to the house with no worries. When she leave the house, he don't have to worry about anything. He knows, she knows, and she gonna hold it down. All right. All right. So with that, we're gonna drop that. We're gonna go to Proverbs in the Bible. We're gonna go to chapter 9, verse 13 through 18. This class is about a virtuous woman. Or Salaki, every woman is not a wife. Just because you think you got a man, that don't mean you're a wife material. And then you know the funny thing? Oh, no, go ahead, sis.
Lucky, sir. What chapter and verse?
We're at Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. We're going to go through 18. And the funny thing, you know, when women hear classes like this talk about brothers like us, you know, the first thing they say, well, every man ain't a man. I'll be like, God damn, we can't win at all. We're not talking about that, sis. It's Slovakia. You know what I mean? Like, and that's very important too. Sisters got to understand, man. When you get real, it's certain things are tough criticism that create character. You know what I mean? They're not just saying this because I'm trying to down your character or lower your self-esteem or anything. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you become that woman that you want to be. Because every woman wants to be it. Now, if you have the zeal and the knowledge to be it, that's on you. It's like every brother want to be what we doing here in this school. They want to be like us. You know how many brothers walk up to us when we at camp? Hey, y'all brothers real, man. We believe in everything you said, but I can't stop celebrating Christmas. Y'all brothers real, man, but gotta hit this blunt. They don't have. They're cowards. They can't do what we can do. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, y'all with y'all. I'm an Israelite, but I'm beat this woman up. I'm an Israelite. Nah, bro, you're not. You're an imitational light. You're a goddamn Gentile. Slovakia.
Right.
You ready? Let's get it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 13. All Akim and got it? The book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
Ooh, clamorous. What does clamorous mean? I'll give it to you for go ahead, sis. Let's get it.
Lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
Clumsy.
Yeah.
The only thing that came to my mind was like clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
We pay attention, but we don't.
Right. All right. You close on it, but not quite exactly what it means. You want to try this? All right. Okay, so just listen to how he reads the verse, and then it'll come to you possibly more. Can you start from the top, Bible Shah?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
Mm-hmm. It's clamorous. For the sake of time, I'll give it to you. Yo, go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
Loud mouth argument.
Thank you.
Talking outside her neck.
Right.
She what's the word I'm looking for? Always contending with her husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A confrontation. That's the word.
Exactly. So, clamorous meaning confrontational. Go ahead, sir.
She don't know what the hell she talking about.
Right. Or that. Go ahead, sis.
Hard-headed.
That's a part of it. Go ahead. That's right. You ready, sir? Okay. God. That's a part of it. Oh, Alexa. What does clamorous mean?
The adjective glamorous is usually defined as full of glamour, charming,
No,
or
no,
fascinating,
Alexa,
attractive.
stop. Clamorous.
I don't know that one.
Of course you wouldn't.
Clamor something that probably so clamor.
Alexa, what does clamor mean?
Climber is usually defined as a person or thing that climbs, goes up, or
No.
ascends.
Alexa, Alexa, stop. I'm gonna just give it to you for the sake of time. She's the loudmouth. She talks every time we say something to her, she can't keep her mouth closed. I'm still gonna speak my piece. No, no, we ain't done with this. We still gonna talk about this. Go ahead, sis.
Always be right.
Oh yeah, that's all of that. And then if you want to see that, you can turn it to Love and Hip Hop, and you'll see it on there. Matter of fact, you can go to your best friend's house who says she's married and got a husband, and you can see it from her too. So go ahead.
You can go to your granny house,
Right.
auntie house. Every black woman with that big ass hat in the front row at the church. I can keep going, it's a lot.
Right. Let's go to your family reunion.
Right.
That's how you gotta do it. But one place you won't find that is at the Passover, man.
Yeah, right.
I pray you understand that.
Right.
Go ahead. God, continue to like it.
She is simple and knoweth nothing.
And knoweth nothing. She's loudmouth and don't know nothing. She's loudmouth and simple and don't know nothing. That's what it is. Go ahead.
For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant.
Okay, hold on. Now we cooking. We cooking, right? So let's just go back to the high places, right? What high places? What does it mean when she's sitting in her seat in the high place? Yes.
Sloppy, sir.
Yes. Right.
Like she's higher than everybody else. Kind of like she's looking down her nose at everybody else. Like she's bigger, better. She her shit don't stink, if you will.
Right. Right. That's you on it. You on it. But what's that high place? What's that high place? For time's sake, I'll tell you, she's the one who got to have front row seats at the Drake concert. Everything that's popping, she there. Every time, she the one who got to be seen with the short dress, the chest out.
Sloppy, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
So kind of like a groupie.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's it. That's exactly what she is. She's a groupie who she's a escort. That's what you would call, right? Right? Because she's where the money is, and she's dressed to her finest. And now when it say let's say she tries go ahead, so you got to
Think about like when you see in the movie, the person that's looking down on everybody, calling up men. She's that type.
Nabi. Oh yeah, facts. Facts. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy right there. A queen, exactly. And then so leave off from the high places, Quran, and I think it's 15. Can you start from 15 from top to side?
Verse 15, to call passengers who go right on their ways.
So she's trying to stop every man who's going right on his way. She's trying to stop him. You know what I mean? She wants that attention from this brother. Go ahead.
Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither.
Hither means here. So if you simple, you're gonna stop, you're gonna hear her. She go, hey daddy. You go, you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Big daddy. And he gonna stop, he gonna turn around, he gonna hear, he gonna be on her. Yeah, so what you saying, yeah. And as soon as he fall in, go ahead. Come around 17. So like
And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet.
Stolen waters are sweet. She's like, this brother came back to her to hear what she was talking about. Now she finna spit the game to this brother. Stolen waters are sweet. What is stolen waters, man? My favorite part. What's stolen waters? Go ahead.
Like, is that like almost like prostitution, like you sleep around?
Yeah, you're right on the head of it. Yes. The stolen waters is her. She has that. She already done slept with so many brothers. She probably got a man, and the brother don't know. So she trying to give him the stolen. What's the water? What do they call water in the songs? Man, help me out, sis.
Like money, stolen goods.
No. What do the women say? What's the water that? That wet, man. Come on, man. See, that's that water right there. She got that wet, man. It's all in the songs. And they love it too. The women love them, boy. They love the songs. Now look, the Bible telling you something heavy. It tells you something heavy. She's telling him stolen waters are sweet. She said, I got that wet for you over here. Go ahead, sir. Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
Exactly. Quran, continue from that part, Baba Kashan.
And bread eaten in secret is pleasant.
Ooh, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. What's up? Who want to take a shot at that bread that's eaten in secrecy? Go ahead, man. It's like it. Go ahead.
I guess her being one of the prostitutions that was kept private, like they keep it to themselves.
Okay. What's the bread considered? What do they call bread in today's time? It's all in the songs. It's all in the songs. So the women got the wop, and then what else they got? Go ahead, sis. All right, I'm gonna give it to you if I can. Got that cake for you. What they say? What she say on the groceries? They got to say they want the groceries, the birthday cake. That's that bread, man. That's the bread. She's just disgusting. She's nasty as hell. Yeah, that's her. That birthday cake. That new groceries. That's all bread. Yeah, it's in the Bible right there, man. I'm not making this up, man. This is what it is. It's very nasty. And when you listen to BET Uncut, it's nasty too. And they saying everything I'm just bringing out. You got Tom.
But he knoweth not that the dead are there.
Ooh, the dead. Ain't just talking about the kids. Pause. No, it's like it. That's it on that Quran. Go ahead.
Piece of the verse. And that her guests are in the depths of hell.
Oh, we. So not only is he wasting his possible seed, that he's sleeping with her, and it will have you caught up in hell, the depths of hell. What is the depths of hell? A brother who's on child support, the brother who just get disrespected so much and so bad by this woman. He can be in front of all his friends. She will cuss him the heck out. She will make him feel little. She will challenge this man in front of whomever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's the depths of hell, man. Where a brother be like, we out having a good time. Man, damn, man. I ain't want to go home, and I gotta go deal with this. As soon as he asks him, nigga, where you at, nigga? That's the depths of hell, man. Can you imagine dealing with that every day? Just deal, and you trying to do the best you can do, but you got to deal with this loudmouth wench. So like, that's the depths of hell. But with that, we're gonna drop that. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 23, verse 27.
Oh, I got it.
Great concept.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Ooh, wee. A whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. So if you sleep with this whore, it's like falling into a deep ditch. And when you think about a ditch, you might think about the ditch. If your car go in a ditch, can you just turn and get out that ditch with your car? Oh, you gonna need some help. You gonna need saving. Facts. You're gonna have to have somebody reach down in there and pull you out that ditch. And then what did it say? A narrow what?
A narrow pit.
And a narrow pit. I mean, it's go ahead, sir.
It's a strange one.
A strange woman, right? It's a narrow pit, right?
Right.
So to be with her it's good luck. Good luck. Good luck getting through this. A narrow pit. Shit.
Yeah, that strange woman is unlawful.
Right.
Information.
Exactly. That's true too. A narrow pit. Strange woman. That's right. Cop it up for that brother on there. That's right. A woman of another nation. That's good. She's not an Israelite. Go ahead.
Also, some sisters that's Israel are strange as hell too.
I'm telling you.
Bro, smoking weed, collecting rocks, and all of this. What's her name? Erica Badu is a goddamn strange woman. She
Right.
is real, but she's strange as a mother.
Right. Exactly. No, and that's heavy too. Clap it up for that brother bringing that out. That's heavy as hell. Yeah, a Gentile. She's a Gentile. You know what I mean? And it's just a woman who don't follow the law, statute, and commandment, man. And this is not for every woman. This is not for every woman. This is for Israelite women. This whole breakdown is for Israelite women. This isn't for white women. I'm not up here for the Caucasian. I'm not up here for the Asian. All this is for Israel, Black, Hispanics, and natives. These are our customs, man. I can care less what Becky Sue do with herself. Look, if you ask me, the abortion clinic is where Becky Sue should go every time her husband gets her pregnant. She should go there. As far as a woman in this truth and in this school and who's building up Israel, sis, that's not your doing. The Lord has blessed you with that seed, and we're gonna see it through. You know what I mean? So lock it. You got any more, Quran?
You want 28?
Yes, Baba Kasha.
Verse 28. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressions the transgressors among men.
So she lay low and she wait for a good man to try to come across, and she gonna pounce on him like a lion does a gazelle. He lays low in them trees and them bushes, and as soon as that gazelle don't hear him, don't feel him, she jump out of the bottom, take him down, and then she go ahead, sir.
Not only is she doing that, but she increasing more men to sin. She
Exactly.
enticing more men to, you know what I'm saying, lay down with her.
Exactly.
And just be a whoremonger.
Yep.
You know?
And that's when it goes into she's the transgressor of man. Meaning she causing him to be more worse off and worse off and worse off. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Exactly. Exactly. She bench pressing 300. Go ahead. Go ahead. 29. 29. And we done. Yeah, we're gonna go through 34.
Verse 29. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Who have contentions?
Okay, hold on. So who has woe? What does that mean? That's destruction. So who has, when you see woe, that's destruction. So who has woe? Who has sorrow? A man that chooses a hoe. He has sorrow. A man who get with a hoe has sorrow. That's factual. Very much sorrow. Because he's going to be embarrassed and it's just not a good life for that man to live. He's going to have sorrow for sure. Go ahead, Ron. Select it.
Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling?
Content is anger and hatred, disagreement, babbling, running off at the mouth. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
That babbling is confusion.
Right.
You got, you know what I'm saying? Sleep with a whore that you hate. That's love, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? You'll be confused. And because you're really seeking for somebody to love you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But them hoes don't love you, man.
Or a woman who talks behind your back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who's spread rumors about you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just go talk to anybody about you. She don't give a damn. She just, in her eyes, I'm just bidding.
She act like she doesn't, but she don't sleep with somebody else like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know you're gonna be confused by her babbling.
Exactly. Time. Go ahead, Karan. Select.
Who hath wounds without cause?
Wounds without cause. That boy heart broken. He's just, not his heart, his spirit's broken. So lucky. You know what I mean? He ain't did nothing. He just came home late and she ain't got no weed. So now she cussing this nigga out for a 10-second purpose. You know what I mean? Just horrible. Go ahead. Sir.
Who hath redness of eyes?
Redness of eyes. This man is always mad. Every day he's mad, unhappy, upset. All right. Let's continue.
Verse 30. They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine.
Okay, so Terry Long at the wine is a man who just drink excessively. And you know how back in the old days, I know my grandpa was one of them. This nigga drink anything. Taco vodka. Oh, blue top out. See, that boy get the dancer when you bring him a blue top of taco vodka. And I'm like, that's a rubbing alcohol. That clean your cuts. But he just used to drink. Why? Because my grandma just was horrible to him. She just, I don't know if he's in a down state or what it was, but he just would drink because of the situation he wasn't happy with. You know what I mean? And that's not what a virtuous woman brings to her husband. She makes his life, what we say earlier, twice as long, right? Paraphrasing. But a woman like dealing with that, you gonna go, man, you gonna drink every night. And then it said, what? Seek mixed wine? What does that mean? He's mixing everything. He drink a half pint of tequila, and his partner come up after arguing with her. His partner got a half bottle of Erkinger stills. He wants some of that. He gonna mix. He and Jay Christian brothers. He gonna mix it all just to get to some type of state to run from his problems. All right. Continue. You ready, Karan?
31 too.
Yes, we will go through 34, sir.
Look not thou upon the wine when it is red.
So that's 31. Don't drink the wine before it's ready. Don't drink the wine before it's ready. You can die from drinking alcohol before it's ready. You drink that, you ain't no telling what type of bacteria or whatever you'll get. If it's not ready, you don't drink it. All right, go ahead.
When it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. Verse 32.
Right.
At the last, it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder.
Look, so if you drink any of that, like it's not ready, raw, like with alcohol not ready, it will bite like a serpent, meaning it can take your life, man, it kill you. You know what I mean? At last mean at least. You know what I mean? So don't do those things. You don't need those things. Go ahead, Karan.
Verse 33. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things.
Perverse things. Meaning you shall saying some nasty things, man.
Verse 34. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea.
The man that lies down in the midst of the sea. A man that's just hung out to dry. See? No. A man who just hung out to dry, man. He just hung out to dry. Don't have nothing left. You know what I mean? That's like a man who just in the sea. Ain't there's no way of saving this brother. He's doomed. You know what I mean? With that, we can drop that. Let's go to Ecclesiastes out the Bible, chapter 7, verse 26. Again, this is a class saying that every woman is not a wife. You can be a woman and you can get married. That does not make you a wife. So all these women who want to run to the altar and think because they got a ring that they're a wife, sis, I'm sorry, you're not a wife. You're still a hoe according to the Bible. Still a Jezebel. If you ain't following, if you not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, if you're not with the righteous man, if y'all both not in the UPK, you are not a wife. Give it up for that tequila. Go ahead. Ecclesiastes, that's in the Bible, chapter 7, verse 26. Now notice the Bible is talking about a wife. When it wanted to let you know about a wife, the Bible is very upfront. It says wife. Now watch this next. Watch the wordplay. Ecclesiastes chapter 7.
I can got it.
Nope.
I'm still trying to grab it.
It's book after Proverbs.
Yep. Yeah, man. When I came across these scripts and was understanding them, I was like, wow. I was like puzzled for a minute because I'm like, is it
Chapter and verse. Time, sir.
um
Which chapter and verse?
um 7 and 26. I'm like, wow, the Bible is just on point, man. This is heavy. This is some heavy stuff here. You know what I mean? Like if you really and you can't learn this on your own. Like when I was in a Christian church, I'm sure I heard these same scriptures, but I did not understand them. Just like he didn't understand them. You ready? Ron?
I'll give my Watson got it.
Time, sir.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
So I find more bitter than death the woman, not the wife, whose heart is like snares and nets. And her heart is a trap. Her the way she thinks, because the heart is not the thing in your chest like the world tells you. It's your mind. So the way she think, I have you trapped up. She got, yeah, girl, talking to her friend like, yeah, met this good nigga. Take care, he love his kids. He take care. Gonna have a baby with this nigga. He gonna be a good baby daddy. Yo, you know women love to do that. Ooh wee. And straight trapping this brother. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And her hands as bands.
Her hands is bands. Now, I ain't talking about the bands that these brothers say dollars. He talking about she wrapping up around his brothers. She binding them up. You know what I mean? She trying to hold them up. She gonna tie them down. She gonna get them locked up. Not in jail, but when he had that baby, he's stuck. You know, that's when most women have baby by man and think that they just got him now. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Karan.
Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Mm. If you please God, he shall escape from her. That's self-explanatory. Go ahead.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
No, but the person who don't follow the Lord, see, the Lord will go save you if you were his soldier. He's gonna say, it's gonna be a way where you get away from her. Believe me. But if you don't follow the Lord, guess what? You got what you want and you got what you deserve. You're gonna be stuck. All right. So that's when you get brothers who get the old Eagle Scout. They be having hair all around here. It's right here, nigga 20. He just missing all this. You know what I mean? That's when you get brothers like that, though. It's like just stressed out the game, man. You know what I mean? Just stressed out the game. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like my little brother, though, man. So I'm trying to talk about this brother over. Yeah, he deal with so much stress and so much from his wife. It's sad. You know what I mean? And then when I try to talk to him, I'm like, bro, you got to get into the truth. You know who you are. Come around some brothers who love you, and he just don't get it. And I feel so bad because it's like I feel like I woke up to something that, and it's not hard to wake up, like, but I guess it is. It's like the Matrix. You know what I mean? A lot of the being in the truth and understanding this Bible is like the Matrix. To understand that this is only for Black, Hispanics, and Natives, and not for the rest of the world, that's telling you something. And then when you bring that out to the rest of the world, they say we're a cult, we're the wrong ones, we're not right. But the proof is in the pudding. All right, go ahead, come on, Salafi.
Verse 27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Oh, so of 1,000 men that he's found, he ain't go. If he see 1,000 women, he won't find that right one. He won't find a righteous one. So that's how hard it is for a woman to be in this truth. That's how hard it is for a woman to be in this truth. 1,000 women and still you won't find one who's, man, count yourself lucky to even to be with a priest and prophet of the Lord in the school, man. To be given the opportunity to understand who you are and who you're supposed to be as a woman. It might be hard. Hell, everything's hard. It's hard for us to come in these classes after work and get here. It's hard for brothers to be a full-time father and a full-time priest. It's hard for us when we go to camp and go to the Sabbath. We are out here actually, we're putting a lot to the side to save people's lives and not too many even respect. So if you're a woman with a priest and a prophet of the Lord, man, respect this the work that this brother is doing. You know what I mean? Salaki. Yeah, right. With that, we're gonna drop that. We're gonna go back to the Apocrypha. We're gonna go back to Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. Please, you know what I mean? That's that. And guess how easy it become when a brother got a rib who supports that. When you got a rib who support that truth, page 85. When you got a rib who support that truth, man, that makes it that much glorious. You know what I mean? I have so much fun with my brothers, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. When we go to camp, it be fun. You know what I mean? You have and sisters. I know y'all can't go to camp, but hey, you can bring some chicken for brothers. Some food, little ham, cut sandwiches. Yeah, bring that. Even on these classes, like we have this class on Thursdays, bring some food in here. You know what I mean? Hey, this work is real. You know, a lot of us brothers, we can be here and we leave 9, 10 o'clock. If y'all can bring some food, that'd be so wild. You know what I mean? Because that's the work. This work cannot be not be done. So like, everybody got it?
Sir.
Okay.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Ooh, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. This is chapter 25, verse 16. Oh, go ahead, sir. What you got? What you got? What you think about that?
That's a heavy script, man.
That is.
Well, this is gonna run that thing off, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody, you rather be in a damn lion cave,
Mm-hmm.
in a damn cave with a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
than be with a wicked woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are eventually gonna run that man off.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be so much, and there's strong brothers out there.
Right.
Very strong brothers out there, but eventually, you know what I'm saying? If you got one man, he's gonna be gone, man.
Exactly.
That scripture is plain.
Yes, sir. Go on. Go ahead, sis.
Slovakia, sir.
Oh, sis.
I feel like we all have examples of that in our family,
Mm-hmm.
like what we call a generational curse.
Right.
Like a lot of my aunts don't have, they're single, but they have kids.
Okay.
None of my cousins know who their father actually is.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that I think that kind of plays a part in what we're talking about right now.
It does, but so what creates a woman like this? What makes a woman like that? Because I mean, you start off a little girl. Who's making her like this? Go ahead.
I would say maybe just the environment in general, social media, all these different things like that is poison.
It's go ahead, Brian. You got it.
Other women in the family.
Yeah, right. It's her auntie. It's her mom. It's her grandmother. They're making her like this. So when she gets older, guess what she's gonna say? This how it was when you ain't a real man because my grandpa stayed with my grandma and she called him all type of names, threw hot grits on him. He stayed there. Yeah, he stayed, but he was burned to hell. What?
You was a damn fool too.
You're right.
either have no wisdom.
Yeah, right.
Or no wisdom to lead.
Exactly. Right.
That's why Grandpa died first.
Right. That's how it happens all the time.
Grandpa died a long time ago. Grandma still kicking.
Yeah. Doing a juvenile, dropping it like it's hot to a juvenile. When this nigga, oh, he gone. He didn't even know it was gonna be a rapper named Juvenile.
Right.
He didn't even know Tupac. And she's dropping it hot in the club and everything. He gone. It stressed the brother out.
And if I may, that's why it's so evil. We come from generations of having big moms.
Mm-hmm.
She was the backbone of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this, yeah, she was the backbone of the family because 9 times out of 10, either grandpa died from stressing, you know what I'm saying, or grandpa got the hell up out of there if he was smart, you know what I'm saying? But she became the backbone of the family because she ran that man off or ran him into the grave.
Right.
And that's what's going on in the Black communities. These older sisters is raising up sisters to be dragging towards the men in their family. And then you get Black women that run the household in every house in the neighborhood. And then you get kids growing up to be drug dealers, murderers, whores. I guess the scripture in the Apocrypha says, ministers women shall bring forth monsters. You know what I'm saying? Being an unclean woman, she gonna bring forth some children that just wreak havoc on the community. You understand? The cycle keep going on. And this is why we need men, righteous men, to lead our nation.
That's right.
America knew exactly what they was doing by putting the Black woman over the Black man. And this is why our neighborhoods are terrible right now.
Right. Yeah, right. Go ahead, since up there. Right. Okay.
I just want to piggyback off what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia, sir.
Oh, no. Yes, sir.
I want to piggyback off what he was saying. If we didn't, when I say a generational curse, it's exactly what he was saying. It's like cousins that have children who are single parents, aunts who have children that are single parents, friends who have children that are single parents sit around and they talk about their kid's father in front of their children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a generational curse.
Right.
Because instead of you letting your child figure out who their father is, right, and make their own opinion, you're forming that for them, right, by talking about it in a negative light, instead of bringing him up and saying, yeah, we're not together, but he still provides. Right. He still comes and gets him. Right. He still calls. He still makes sure that we're okay. Yes, he's in another relationship, but this, that, and the other is still going on with our child. Right. In a positive light. To me, that's what I grew up with, is seeing some of my aunts talk bad about their kids' fathers. And for me, that's a generational curse. But at the same time, it's not, because my parents are still together. Right. And they never talk shit about each other behind each other's back. Right. I grew up in a good family. And they don't believe the same way I'm learning to believe, mm-hmm, but they're still together as one. Right. And they have each other and me and my sister. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that the whole talking shit about the kid's father is ridiculous to me. Right. But at the same time, today you can see fathers are around more than mothers are.
Oh yeah, and they want to be.
Exactly, they're doing better. I see fathers doing their daughter's hair. Okay. Giving them showers, baths, making sure they smell right, they look right, they can cook, they dress right, like not looking like a little whore, right, at 10 years old. You know what I mean? They have them dressed up, their hair is cute, they smart, they're going to school every day, they know how to conduct themselves as young women. But that's what I see as a generational curse for, just talking shit behind about the father in front of their kids behind the father's back. Like, that's not okay. You don't do that.
You don't. But what you're saying is so heavy, sis, but I'm gonna give you the true generational curse. It's this, the Bible. Where we got curse? Where's the first curse we got? By turning our back on what? On the Lord, on his law, statutes, and commandments. Because if we don't turn our backs and we will to stay with it, then we wouldn't have the curses that we're calling generational curses. The man would be in the house. The woman to understand that he's the one who's supposed to lead. It won't be homeless. It won't be the letter guys, the alphabet guys. I don't want to say it, but it wouldn't be them because they only are created by being either molested or sitting there while your mama, all the aunties and sisters, the boy sitting there all in y'all face. He watching it. You putting your makeup on. Ooh, mommy, you look so pretty. Take your ass in there and watch some karate movies or something. Go watch boxing. You know what I mean? And he's watching you put your makeup on. Then 10 years later on that line, you walk in the bathroom. He trying to blush his eyes up. You know, and that's just the curse. It's without a man. It takes two. Facts. It takes two. One time, facts. That's what it does take. Karan, we got more on that? Public shower is at the end of 16. Okay, we got let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 21. This is my last two scripts for tonight.
This I've blocked and got it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Ooh, we stumble not at the beauty of a woman. So that means, look, the Temptation song came to my mind. I can't sing, but that song when they say beauty only skin deep. Yeah, so hey, get to know that woman. Because she looks the women who, oh, this is the perfect one. You'll go to a club and be like, you see that sis right there? She bad. A whole fucking, it's like a whole man. You know, a whole man though. Oh, mom was like, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch what you get yourself. That's a perfect example. Because you know how, bro, I'm telling you, just go on a TV show. Go watch VH1 for like 30 minutes. You're gonna see some, you're gonna be like, what is going on in this world? Like for real, it was just surprising. Who was that was talking? It was I was watching it coming flipping on TikTok, and it was somebody who was accused of being with a
I don't know who you're talking about.
no, you know so.
I don't know who you're talking about. But the point being is that you have to check ID to make sure they're of age. You got to check to make sure they're the opposite sex and not the same. You got to make sure that everything is like what you're looking for and not a catfish. Not, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because now you can wash yourself up to make yourself look like you're something different.
Mm-hmm.
But really you're a dude.
You got to be righteous.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to be righteous. You got to follow the Lord. Because all that to be, it's all, listen, the Lord going to let you know everything. You got to be righteous. And you can't be just jumping on the first thing you see. If you're a righteous man, you're going to be cautious with how you move. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sir.
Say the same thing. A lot of the society getting bad is not the problem.
Right.
The society can go all the way to hell.
Mm-hmm.
How do you operate? Because come to you and be like, I'll take you down right now. If you got a 6-month rule in your brain, you're already off the top. Like, well, that's not happening to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you get to know this person. You know what I'm saying? And you every problem that will end up presenting itself anyway, you can see it before that.
Right.
Because you're like that whole thing they had with abstinence and stuff like that. You naturally practice abstinence when you do the 6-month, 1-year rule. So you can't get out of these. Go to a club and meet somebody. I don't know how it works out for y'all, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not touching no transsexual.
Exactly.
I'm gonna know it's key. You got this shit right here. Right here. I'm not getting tricked. I'm looking for I'm looking all in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we over there. Oh yeah.
Looking like the Wayne son. Lucky.
You know, but you're not gonna get caught up because you're gonna naturally have parameters. You gotta, you know.
All right. Hey, what's so I can go ahead, correct. So that was 21.
Yeah.
Do the ending of 21, Baba Kasha, please. Okay, let's just go on.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Okay, so desire her not for pleasure. So we know what it's telling you not to stumble over the beauty of a woman, but not desire her for pleasure. What does that mean? Don't just look at that woman and be like, damn, she got yams. Yams looking real good. It's packing. I just want her for that. I gotta get her. Yes, sir.
It's more to a woman than just sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's, everybody like, you know what I'm saying? The box and all that stuff. But there's got to be more to it than that. You know what I mean? She got to have a good job. She got to be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She got to be, you know what I'm saying, honorable. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what brothers learn here in the ISUPK, and sisters learn how they should be in the ISUPK. That's why here in this school, it's like new life. If you're in the everyone's in the world, but when you get into this school, you begin to see the truth, you begin to live in the truth, and it just brings so much more. You know what I mean? We got um, any type of situations or disagreements, man, just take it to the Bible. Let's take it to counsel. And we have a whole structure of brothers who can counsel you in your marriage and help you get through. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have to be, oh well, I'm leaving you and that's it. Or this nigga trying to talk to you outside. No, you check that. Put him in line. Hey, nah, I'm good, bro. It's not like and what that creates is the more see, it's not the women's fault that we have hoes, right? With Jezebels or harlots. It's the man's fault because they're the ones who's out here supporting it. I can't tell you how much that if a man shows a woman how she should be, and if he ignored the way a woman shouldn't be, she would be what she should be. But she wants him. It says a man findeth a good thing, not the woman. It never says the woman findeth a good thing. If you got picked by a man in school or a priest and prophet of the Lord, says you are very lucky. Hold on to that and cherish that. Because the next man who you think gonna give you a little action or a little attention, he's gonna destroy you. And you're gonna be crying and you're gonna call this priest up and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's gonna hear you and he go, okay, shalom, sis. That's just how it's gonna go. So, hey, appreciate it. So with that, this is my last script. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 23.
Book of Slavic. Or I got it. A wicked woman batteth the Salaki, abateth the courage.
Ooh, a wicked woman abated the courage. I mean, she steals his courage, man. She take it away. She takes it from him. We should go back to the drinking and how the brother don't want to come home. That's what the wicked woman does. Go ahead.
Maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Ooh, so his face is just full of sadness. He's just always sad and disappointed. And his not heart is not his heart wounded, it's his mind. He just don't even have faith in himself anymore. Where a virtuous woman will have this man up high, he'll walk with his chest out. Now you got this brother who just sunk down and just nothing there. Go ahead. That's it.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee. So if she ain't there for this brother, she make him weak. She ain't there to cater to this man. She makes him weak. Go ahead, sir.
Maybe that's the other side of that dragon.
Right.
I'm saying it ain't always her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's her too.
See, and the crazy part, sir, and we get in on this. If anybody else got questions, bring them out. But that's why it's so important for because like this society teaches women that it's all about them. Just think about it. You got Valentine's Day. You got all these days. How many days do you? I mean, besides Father's Day and Mother's Day, which is still kind of wicked, because you got women who say the one day they make for fathers. What do you have women saying? I'm the father. I'm the father. You don't even know who your fucking father is, who the father is. How about you shut up and sit your ass down? Salaki, you know what I mean? Let's let the man, Salaki, sir. Salaki. You know what I mean? Like, man, let one day be about him, not about you. You know, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I've actually witnessed women getting together on Father's Day and celebrating, like as if they are the father.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, are they married?
Nope.
I was just say that too. So with that, this is the last script. If anybody got any questions, please ask. anything, man. Remember, if not, let's remember, man. We got the Passover coming up on the 1st of April in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. You know what I mean? We got the Black Party, we got the Slaughter of the Lamb, we got the plantation, man. We going to do it all, man. And this is sponsored by Commanding General Yohana, man. You know what I mean? The one man who is authorized by the Lord, the only man who is authorized by the Lord to do this work, man. You know what I mean? So if there's no questions, we're gonna end the class on that. I'd like to say, in the class, I'd like to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh to all the brothers that's in attendance and that's watching online. And I'd like to say Shalom, Shamar, Alatham, Bashem Yahweh to all the sisters that's attending in the class and that's attending online. With that, class is dismissed.